Okay, this is, let me scoot back, the video reflection number 4 for math methods, and the topic is diversity. First it asks you to define diversity, and first thing I noticed about the word diversity was that it sounds like the word divide, or different, so obviously it means differences in whatever context you're using that word to describe. So it could be diversity in race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status. Those are things I hear all the time. I hear the teachers talk about all the time in the classroom. So in relation to diversity in the classroom, that's what I think it's talking about. Diversity in math. I always read the cultural connections in the chapters because I find them really interesting. Because I always thought, math is the universal language, which it is, but different countries have different ways of coming to solutions, and it's just interesting to see. They have different number systems, different methods of instruction, different methods of solving problems, different ways of assessing it, and even things that we teach in like kindergarten, first grade, second grade. Basic math facts aren't necessarily the basic math facts that are taught in other countries. Those are just the ones that we determine are the basic facts. One thing about how you can enhance equality, or address diversity in the classroom, I think it would be really cool to show after they've learned how to solve a problem one way. You could show them a video, maybe of someone demonstrating it, or just research it and show them yourself. Like, you could say, okay, this is how students in China solve this same problem. And you could, there's all kinds of crazy ways that, I don't know if that's racist, but it's crazy. They can do all this crazy stuff. I see it all the time on Pinterest, and I'm always wondering, why did I never know about that? I think that would be really cool for elementary students to just be aware that this is not the only set way. And it's kind of like that American mindset thinking, but I'm not going to get into that. And another way to enhance equality, I read a lot about the statistics, and I didn't read about stereotypes, but I know about them. And it's almost kind of uncomfortable to talk about, but I read that with just standardized multiple choice testing, Black, Hispanic, and Native American students generally would lag behind, but the open-ended portions where they show their work and they can use any way to solve the problem were a lot more even. So I think that instead of having assessments, formal or informal, probably formal, but instead of having just like A, B, C, D, multiple choice, you could just have a couple, but have them show exactly what they're doing. Okay, so maybe this kid got the problem wrong, but he understood the concept, it was just a miscalculation in something. Or maybe he is totally off the charts, and that way you could figure out, okay, he totally checked out when I was explaining how to do that. Let's go over that again. And I think the reason that they don't do that is because it takes such a long time. Like, imagine how different it would be if state assessments weren't multiple choice like that. I know they do that for time's sake and to make everything even with grading and whatnot, but I don't know. I think that other way would be a little bit more equal. And before I go, that's what she does. That's her favorite thing to do, is just relax. Okay.